super talented guy.
Was there any story that came out that you were like, I knew that was coming, like a Harvey Weinstein story or a Bill Cosby story, that before that news broke, because you've been working kind of in this industry, you're like, I knew that was going to happen?
Well, I knew Epstein was coming, and it was one of my great career regrets that I wasn't more aggressive about covering this story. And I'll tell you what happened back in about 2014, 15. I met with a group of guys, some of whom worked for lawyers representing some of the victims in that case. And Epstein had done his time that year, country club in and out of, easy jail time thing. And the allegations were that he was still doing what he was doing. He had young girls, and there was all this, all the stuff we know about today. And I met with these guys. They had a big file on it, and I was trying to fashion a predator-like sting operation in which we could catch him. And the levels of security at his place in New York were such that it was very difficult to come up with something. The Florida thing was difficult to come up with something. I worked it pretty diligently, and honestly, guys, I got busy with other stuff, right? So I let it go. It was the Miami Herald, which stayed on that story doggedly, and day after day after day reported on it, interviewed the victims, the survivors, and really made that case. And even the U.S. Attorney in New York will tell you and has said publicly that without the Miami Herald reporting, that case doesn't get prosecuted. So yeah, I mean, it's a lesson there to stay on for journalists and people who do this sort of thing, to stay on top of it. And that's why I've got 2 or 3 things coming up very soon that I'll be able to talk about soon, where we just keep chipping away at it.